My next guest says both Republicans and Democrats right now are making the wrong argument when it comes to fixing Obamacare's underlying problems. He is the president of the Foundation for Research on Equal Opportunity. Avik Roy joins me now. Avik, it's great to see you. You have been an expert on Obamacare for not quite 2 decades, but well over 1 decade. For 15 years, you've been all over this. And I would love for you to now talk to me like I'm a 10-year-old, like I'm a 5th grader. Tell me what went wrong with Obamacare.
Well, Will, it's great to be with you. And the bottom line is it's the regulations. Obamacare created a nationwide, one-size-fits-all set of regulations for that kind of insurance that you were mentioning, that people buy on their own, outside of their employer, outside of the government. And the 2 things that Obamacare did that broke the insurance market were, 1, it overcharged healthy people that needed insurance to help fund the cost of insurance for sick people, and overcharged young people to help fund the cost of insurance for sick people. So young people paid double, triple, quadruple what they were paying before, and healthy people paid double, triple, quadruple what they paid before. And so those were the people who were particularly harmed by Obamacare, who dropped out of the market, who can't find affordable coverage unless they get those subsidies. And the end result is, if only sicker and older people buy insurance, the price of insurance for everybody goes through the roof.
You and I spoke earlier today, Avik, and you compared it to car insurance, which nobody complains about the incredibly crazy price of car insurance. Tell me why that is and how that analogy works for health care.
Yeah, so if you think about it with car insurance, if you're a responsible driver and you've never been into an accident, you know, those ads on TV where they say, look, we'll put even a little device on your car and track how you drive. And if you drive in a really safe and responsible way, we'll lower your premium. If you don't get any accidents, we'll keep your premium down. But if you crash your car or get a lot of fender benders, then we're going to double, triple your premiums, right? That's how it works in the rest of insurance. If you have a record of having a lot of damage to your house or you're having a lot of damage to your car, you're going to be charged more. Because insurers are like, if we're going to pay for all this stuff, we've got to charge you a premium that's related or connected to how much it costs us to pay for all the stuff that goes on in your life. And that's what theoretically could happen with health insurance, but that would involve charging sick people a lot more and healthy people a lot less. And people feel that's unfair.
And you have written an op-ed in the Washington Post, Avik, and you have a suggestion for how you could do that. There is a sentiment that it's unfair to force sick people to pay incredible premiums or incredible rates for health care coverage, and yet we can't have healthy and young people opting out of the market because those rates are so high. So how do you do it? How do you make sure that sick people don't pay incredible prices and young people still find fair market value?
Remember that there's only about 10% of Americans who participate in this market. About 30 to 40 million Americans need to buy insurance on their own instead of getting it from their employer or getting it from the government. If we want that market to work, you don't take healthy and young uninsured people and make their insurance less affordable by overcharging them. You say, let's as a whole country say, if people are truly vulnerable, if people truly struggle to afford health insurance, let's help them out. But let's not overcharge those young and healthy people. If you just say, let's directly subsidize those high-risk patients, those high-cost individuals, then you can actually bring down premiums for everybody because you're not overcharging those young and healthy people. You're saying all of us as a country will get together and fund it.
So to be clear, extend the Obamacare subsidies exclusively for the sick or the elderly, but in exchange for extending those subsidies, deregulate the insurance market so that young, healthy people can find more affordable rates?
That's right. So Republicans have talked about what they call a high-risk pool. The technical term for something similar that I propose is called reinsurance. This is what we do in Medicare Advantage, the private insurance program for seniors. It works very well. You can basically use reinsurance to be that high-risk pool that directly funds the cost of care for those sickest individuals while still keeping premiums lower for the young and the healthy. And that way everybody has an affordable option.
Well, this is an incredibly confusing topic, to be quite honest, because I described it to you earlier as an echo of an echo. The insurance system is a third-party payer system, and now have government paying for insurance makes it a third party of a third party. It's incredibly hard to understand. It's not true insurance. It's not true free market economics either. And I hope that something that you and I did today helped people understand a little bit this debate, this ongoing, this multi-decade debate over Obamacare. Avik Roy, always great to see you. Hey, it's Will Cain. click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.